This is in the early 2000s. Somewhere I'm sure I made notes on all this. I could look it up and find the date, but I didn't do that in the last couple of days. Early 2000s. And the collapse of communism was so total that the former leader of the communist world embraced capitalism and came to this country and did some speaking events represented by a big speakers bureau, and I'm sure he was extremely handsomely paid. Michael Reagan, the president's son and a pal of mine, interviewed Gorbachev on stage, and Michael asked me to suggest questions. So I did, and the result of all this was that I spent a couple of evenings backstage chatting with Mikhail Gorbachev before he went on with Michael. I brought back the baseball comes about just because I took a buddy of mine to meet Gorbachev, and my buddy is baseball crazy, and he pulled out of his jacket pocket 2 baseballs, one for him and one for me. It's not clear to me that Gorbachev understood exactly what a baseball was. And it was quite clear that he didn't understand why anybody was asking him to sign a spherical object. He held it a little awkward, but he was game. He signed it. He was happy to do so. What was the most striking piece of this was that Mike got to a question that I suggested because I really wanted to hear the answer. This was up in Sacramento, and Mike set it up just the